Okay, so these are the things you're going to walk away with today. A new friend, a new pal. Stuff, this is a short course on purpose. I didn't want it to be a 6-week course where you develop. I want it to be something you can take away immediately, that you can use as soon as you leave here. So PAL, this is your acronym. The P of PAL, all right, is for prevention and planning. I'm amazed how many people don't go into things planning it first. Take teaching as a classic example. One of my jobs has been to assess other teachers in martial arts. And I would go into a school and I'm amazed how few people had planned their lessons. You don't see it in traditional teaching. They always plan their lessons. Prevention and planning stop, I would say, 95% of trouble. Just thinking ahead. Thinking ahead, it's such a simple thing to do, but you'd be amazed how few people plan ahead in regard to prevention. And what does that look like for us, for you leavers, school leavers, or even if you're a bit older? This talk is done from year 4 all the way up to secondary and on. It looks like this. If you're about to engage in school walks, plan it first. Go through the summer with your parents and walk the walk. I remember when my daughter went, we lived in Kingston, and then she had to go to Hammersmith, which for us is like, whoa, we're going into the ghetto now. This is a bad place. So we just get on the train first, do the ride with her, and then we find out what it is. We have a little look. What's dangerous? What's not dangerous? Where's the risk? Where isn't the risk? And another thing, time it. Time your walk. Sherry was out last night. And I still do it now, 45 years old. What time are you home? Not because I needed to be home any time, just because if it's 11 and it becomes 1 o'clock, maybe I need to get in the car now. Time where you're going. If your walk takes 40 minutes and then your parents know actually it's an hour now, that's quite long. Now I need to start heading out there. So plan your walk wherever you're going. That is almost half of the battle. Now let's have a little look at what would a good or bad walk somewhere look like. Crocodile pit. This is true. As ridiculous as it sounds, this is true. When I first went to meet the parents in South Africa, we went, of course, to a zoo, wildlife place, and they had a crocodile pit. And the funniest thing about the crocodile pit is that when you sign in, you get your tickets, there's a certificate that you can be awarded. If you buy their expensive lunch from the cafeteria and you eat your lunch in the table and chairs in the middle of the crocodile pit, you will be given this certificate. Honest, absolutely, needless to say, I didn't. Putting yourself in the crocodile pit is not a good plan. But let's have a look at this. Let's recognize what is a crocodile pit as far as walking to school or walking around. This is true for adults as well. Let's have a little look. Just some simple downloaded pictures, right? These are the questions. Crocodile pit, not a good place to be. Penguin parlor, not too bad. All right, this one. Crocodile pit or penguin parlor? What is it? Which one? Quickly. Going to come to you in a second and why. Crocodile pit, penguin parlor? We know this one, right? We'll come back to that. That top one? This one? The middle one? This one? Who said this one was a crocodile pit? Why is this a bad place to be, would you say, if this was part of your walk home? Yeah. Yeah. Big empty spaces. Industrial areas are usually shut through the weekend. So there's people around in the week, but not really at the weekend. If I was walking somewhere, it wouldn't be there. This one? You reckon? Crocodile pit, right? Do you think crocodile pit? Why? Yeah. But also, it's starting to get dark. So we've got the puppy, Smudge. I can have a bit of a fight. But even when the sun goes down, my walk, taking my own dog, changes if I'm walking there at 12 o'clock or at 6:30. Not because I can't handle myself, I don't want to handle myself. Does that make sense? So we got one walk, we go around there, it's lovely. I only do that up to 3 o'clock in the afternoon. After 3 o'clock in the afternoon, we go through the bowl and go elsewhere. I'm not paranoid. I don't get to 3 o'clock, oh, I can't do that walk. I don't panic about it. I just change the walk. You just realize that's a bit dark, actually. People could be around trees that I can't see. I can't be bothered. So I just change it. What about the one on the bottom? What's that? Good or bad? That's good. Why? People. Exactly. Now, what about this one? The nice one with the trees and the single car. Matty? Sorry. I think. Not much, exactly, not much there, lots of places to hide. What about the top one? I think so. People again. All right, here we go. Putney. This is the train bridge, I think, isn't it? Crocodile pit or penguin parlour? What about the length of it? It's long. It's a long way to run. It's long and thin, and your only exit is sealed on the train side and water on the water side. Now again, it's nothing to be paranoid, but if you were my child, which in this course I would consider you as, I would say, do you know what? Go on the road bridge. Just go round. It's a bit longer. We'll add 5 minutes to your home journey, right? And let's go over the road bridge. Job done. And that's just a simple planning tool. No panic, no fuss, simple planning.